Was hired at the Port Authority back in October of 2011 as an accountant too.
When I applied for the position, in all fairness, I went in, when I heard of the opening, I went in, I just applied for the position. Again, and just as my attorney had mentioned too, is that I was rated, and if I didn't qualify for the position, then I should have never even been on that interview panel.
But when the Civil Service Commission conducted a post-audit of several hirings last year, they determined that Siswico and 3 others did not meet the minimum qualifications for the positions they held. In fact, the commission determined their hiring was in violation of the merit system, the very system the commission seeks to uphold. Following the post-audit, the CSC ratified the findings that the hiring was null and void, and the port was given 90 days to come back to the commission and inform them of what action was taken. But when the issue was raised again in January of this year, the port deferred to the commission that reiterated its position. Siswico and 3 others were later terminated. His attorney, Gary Gumatautau.
Mr. Siswico has never done anything wrong. Mr. Siswico applied in good faith for a job, was told that he was qualified for the job, was hired for the job, sustained 2 performance evaluations that were satisfactory, was deemed to be a classified government employee, and then was suddenly terminated without an adverse action. And then they want to play the game that, oh, he doesn't have any rights, because if he had any rights, it had to be at the time that the commission made a decision.
But Port Legal Counsel John Bell disagreed.
To let this go would be unfair to the employees who were qualified but not hired. But the proposition by former managers, with the port, who absolutely, if they were here now, I can imagine, I can't speak for the GM, I would imagine there would be adverse actions on those managers who qualify as employees. What they did was wrong.
It was determined that Siswico lacked 24 credits that were the minimum requirements for the Accountant 2 position. CSC Chair Louis Baza.
I sort of tied you because, in one sense, I'm very strong about it in my position, but in another sense, if something happened that didn't follow the rules, once you convert somebody to classified, they have rights, feel rights, and due process.
Commissioners all agreed Siswico was not qualified. The final vote was 3-1 in favor of the employee, finding that management failed to take action within 60 days and terminate Siswico and provide him due process. CSC Commissioner Priscilla Tooncap opposed the vote as she believes he was not qualified for the Accountant 2 position and that the CSC lacked jurisdiction. Commissioner Edith Pangilinan.
To stay in that position, I think he's required to go and take a 24 hours accounting semester credit. So I think management should allow him to do that. Otherwise, he should be placed in a different position, but not for his fault that he should lose his job.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm India.